This video didn't just show up in your feed by chance. No mistakes can happen in a quantum universe. Everything is perfectly aligned and in tune. You were led here because a deep, old part of your soul is ready to remember a language it hasn't used in a long time. Power, not words, is what this language is made of. The great sage Thoth knew this secret because he knew that consciousness is the best technology. It is the source code of reality itself. This video is a cosmic sign for you. If your quantum jump key starts to glow, that means you are paying attention. It's not just that the promise will change your life, it will also fundamentally improve the way you experience reality. Soon, the people around you will not be able to figure out how quickly, almost magically, your world changes. But first, let's talk about the one reason why all the affirmations, prayers, and visualizations you've done have felt like shouting into space. You have been asking the universe for what you want all your life, but it never gives you what you ask for. The quantum field, which is the ocean of all possibilities that never ends, only responds to the frequency you are. It picks up your vibration, and for most of us, our own energy has been a silent enemy, sending out a signal that makes the reality we're trying to escape happen. I'm not going to give you any vague ideas in the next few minutes. I will give you the real world's operating system. I will show you exactly how your energy has been stuck in a frequency of lack and how to shift your state of being to a different one. You are not going to learn about the law of attraction. Instead, you will learn about the basic physics of consciousness. You will never have to ask the universe for anything else if you stay with me. From the very core of your being, you will learn how to give orders. Before we go any further, know that you were brought here for a reason that involves more than just you. This message should be sent to the first person that comes to mind. It's not enough to just share a link to this video. It's also about building an energetic bridge and sending a quantum signal to another soul whose own activation key is ready to turn. This will make the awakening of everyone stronger. And to make sure you stay tuned in to this frequency, please subscribe to this channel right now. Instead of seeing it as a setting for notifications, think of it as a way to make a stable quantum connection. This makes sure that these coherence upgrades keep happening in your energy field as we go deeper together. Now is the time to show that you are ready for this activation. As soon as you feel a resonance in your soul, start activating it by saying in the comments below, "My quantum reality is my choice." As you type these words, let them be your first conscious command to the universe. It means you are no longer just a bystander to your life. You are now an active observer who shapes the wave of possibilities into an experience you choose. The truth is that you were taught to deal with life in a way that makes you helpless. You were told to beg, ask, and negotiate with an unknown, faraway force, as if life were a government agency in heaven where you have to make a request and wait for it to be approved. You have spent years, maybe even a lifetime, praying and writing the perfect wishes, hoping that if you could just find the right words, the universe would finally give you what you want. But the idea that there is a beggar and a giver is what has kept you stuck. The universe is not a conscious thing that decides if you are worthy or if your requests are good. It's an infinite, smart quantum field of pure potential that works by precise, impersonal rules, a lot like gravity. Most important of these laws is the law of vibration. It says that everything, from the tiniest quark to the biggest galaxy, is always moving, like a dance of energy. There are no solids, and everything vibrates at its own frequency. Think of yourself not as a solid body with a mind inside it, but as a symphony of frequencies that move and talk. You are a field of energy that sends out a single, steady signal into the quantum soup of potential. You have a quantum signature in this signal. It includes your deepest beliefs, feelings, thoughts, and state of being. It's your energy being sent out into the universe 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This signature is just like a radio tuner in how it works. The part of you that wants things might be trying to tune in to 107.7 FM, which is the station of love, peace, and plenty. No matter how badly you want to hear the symphony, it won't matter if your body, mind, and spirit are stuck on 92.5 FM, the station of fear, lack, and anxiety. You'll only get noise and static. Your intention is what you want, but your vibration is how you tune it. It doesn't matter what station you want to change. The quantum field only cares about the frequency you are sending out at the moment. That's why people who are constantly grateful seem to find a lot of reasons to be thankful, while people who are constantly afraid keep drawing things into their lives that make them feel afraid. Thoth, the ancient god's scribe, wrote this truth down a long time ago. It was taught by him that vibration is what makes things happen. It wasn't a figure of speech. He was explaining exact quantum mechanics. Your language is full of contradictions and hidden meanings that the universe does not understand. Your words, "I want more money," often sound like "I don't have enough." It only understands frequency, which is a language everyone speaks. The quantum field perfectly reflects back to you the clear, direct command that you send out with your energy. The problem, and the cause of all your anger, is that what your conscious mind wants is different from what your whole being is actually vibrating. No matter how many times you say, "I am wealthy," if your cells are still vibrating with the pain of past money problems, you will always be vibrating at a poor frequency. You are sending two signals that are at odds with each other. The quantum field will follow the emotional, subconscious vibration because it is thousands of times stronger than a simple thought. You vibrate loneliness when you ask for love, and the universe gives you more experiences of being alone. The silent sabotage that has shaped your life is this dissonance, not because you are being punished, but because the law is working just right. You are making the opposite of what you want. What you're getting is an exact copy of your dominant broadcast. It's an ideal system. If this truth hits you deep down, post your new role in the comments. My vibration is my command. Let this act be your choice to stop being a beggar and start being a broadcaster. You are telling the quantum field that you are no longer just wishing for a different reality, but that you are now in charge of the signal you send. So the question is not how to ask better. It's how to change the way you vibrate. Before we can do that, we need to find the source of the signal, the antenna that has been changing your reality without your knowledge. That broadcast isn't coming from your head. Your mind is very good at tricking you, like a politician who can make up long stories to make you believe everything is okay. It can tell itself, "I am sure of myself," while your body shakes with fear. It can make you feel like you've forgiven someone even though you're still angry at them. The truth isn't always clear to your mind, but your body never lies. Your body does research. It's an unbiased observer that only records and sends the raw, unfiltered truth about how you're feeling inside. Imagine that your body is a biological quantum transmitter that is very sensitive. Every feeling, ache, and flutter is a packet of information being sent directly into the quantum field to tell it what kind of reality to make for you. There is a frequency of repression being sent out when you need to speak your truth. That lump in your throat isn't just a feeling. That constant weight on your shoulders is the frequency of being given too much responsibility. When you think about the future, that tight feeling in your chest is the frequency of anxiety that is being sent out into the universe. This frequency collapses possibilities that match that feeling. You can trust your body to tell the truth about your soul. The Hermetic traditions, which passed down Thoth's knowledge, always saw the body as a holy vessel. It is in the alchemical furnace that strong, dark emotions are either stored or changed. If you don't fully feel and let go of your emotions, like fear, anger, and sadness, they don't just go away. They turn into crystals in your body. They lead to constant tension in your neck, back pain that you can't explain, stomach problems, and illness. From there, they keep vibrating, sending out their pain frequency into the field and attracting more painful experiences that are similar to the first one. Your body is always in a fight-or-flight state, with tense muscles and a nervous system on high alert. Even if you spend hours picturing a peaceful life, the frequency you are actually sending out is one of danger and emergency. The quantum field doesn't care about the nice thoughts you have. It responds to the way your body works biochemically and energetically. It can tell how tense your jaw is, how much cortisol is in your blood, and how fast your heart is beating. That is your real prayer and affirmation. And because the universe is a perfect mirror, it will keep sending you stressful situations that make your body feel that way. If you're ready to see your body as your best friend instead of your worst enemy, say in the comments, "I listen to the wisdom of my body." Typing these words is a strong act of peace because it tells all of your cells that you are no longer at odds with their messages. You're ready to hear the truth and change your frequency from the inside out. You make a big change when you stop seeing your body as a broken machine that needs fixing and start seeing it as a smart feedback system that tells you exactly where your energy is stuck. The pain in your back is no longer just a problem. It's telling you that you are carrying energetic weights that aren't yours. That headache you keep getting is a sign of a problem inside you that you don't want to see. To clear your broadcast, you should first pay attention to your body. You are literally cleaning your quantum transmitter when you start to breathe consciously into a tense area, when you move in a way that feels good and lets go of stuck energy, and when you let go of a bottled-up emotion. You are adjusting the frequency of your radio. The transmission starts to get clearer and more in line with what your soul really wants. Your body stops being a prison of old pain and turns into your most powerful creation tool, a finely tuned instrument that sends out the frequency of health, happiness, and freedom into the world. Press like if you're ready to treat your body with respect as your holy quantum transmitter. Just click your fingers to send an intention to reset your body's frequency and clear your personal broadcast. This will align your body with the frequency of well-being. You might notice something strange as you start to clear your energetic antenna. For one day or even a week, you feel good. It feels like your vibration is strong, clear, and high. But then, all of a sudden, the old patterns of stress, worry, and negativity come back with a vengeance. This takes place because of a program that you can't see that is running in your subconscious mind. It was known to Thoth as the Watcher at the Gates. We could name it the Quantum Guardian. To keep you locked into a familiar frequency, which is its only job, it makes sure you stay alive. This guardian learned what was safe for you early on by watching what you did. If being seen and speaking out got you in trouble, it learned that staying hidden is safer. If trusting someone broke your heart, you learned that it's safe to keep your emotions at bay. If failing made it feel bad, it learned that it's safe to never try again. This program loves you no matter what. It's not bad. But the way it thinks about safety is stuck in the past. Safe to the Guardian means familiar. You think you are safe because you have been through something before, like a cycle of poverty, a pattern of bad relationships, or a deep sense of not being good enough. You set off a huge alarm in the Guardian's security system the moment you decide to really change your life, to raise your vibration and quantum jump to a new reality. It sees this strange new high frequency as a threat that can kill it. It acts right away to take you back to the safety of your old timeline, and it does this in a very smart way. It doesn't look like a scary thing. It sounds like you talking. Thoughts like, "Who do you think you are to be this happy?" come to mind. "This is way too good to be true. It won't last. Just like you always do, you're going to fail again." That voice of doubt is not you. Your frequency is being lowered by the Guardian's voice. The Guardian will change the quantum field around you if thoughts aren't enough. On the day you finally decide to start your business, you get a bill you didn't expect. As soon as someone is nice to you, you want to push them away, seeing flaws where there are none. These are not just random events. These are moves planned by your own mind, which uses the outside world to trap you in the comfort zone of the known. There is no such thing as bad luck or the world against you. The real battle you're in is with this old programming that's been running your life automatically. The Guardian is really the one who made your repetitive reality. You always end up with the same type of partner. You never make more than a certain amount of money, and you give up on your dreams just before they come true. Based on a safety contract you made as a child, it is making your reality for you. It doesn't make sense to fight the Guardian. It's like fighting your own immune system. Being aware is the only way to turn off its power. In the subconscious, the Guardian works in the shadows. What hurts it the most is the light of conscious observation, and there is a great way to bring it to light. Your external reality is a mirror it can't avoid. Most people think that the outside world is something solid and separate that happens to them. All feelings of victimhood come from this sense of being separate. This old Hermetic principle, as within, so without, is not just a poetic idea. It is a literal explanation of how quantum mechanics works. You are not experiencing an objective world. Instead, it is a perfect holographic reflection of how you feel inside. Your life is like a mirror. This is the well-known observer effect on a very large scale. Your consciousness, or inner state, is what collapses those possibilities into the one experience you call reality, from the infinite possibilities of the quantum field. The only reason things and people show up in your life is to show you a part of yourself. People whose actions you find unbearably annoying are reflecting back a trait you have pushed down or judged about yourself. Lack of money that keeps coming back to haunt you is a reflection of a deep-seated belief that you are not worthy. Things in life don't give you what you want. They show you who you are. When you really understand this, everything changes in your life. At this point, you stop reacting passively to events and start actively exploring your own mind. Why is this happening to me is no longer the question. It turns into, what in me is making this happen? The world changes from a battleground to a school. Every hard situation is actually a teacher in disguise, a messenger sent to help you figure out the code that controls your life. This big change in perspective might give you strength. To really feel it, say in the comments, "My reality is my mirror." Say to the universe in a vibrational way that you will stop trying to change the reflection. You are instead focusing on yourself, ready and willing to learn from every message your life sends you. because you know that all power lies within you, where the projection comes from. The things that make you feel the most upset are like neon signs that lead straight to the limiting beliefs that your quantum guardian is guarding. If you feel ignored all the time, the mirror is showing you a spot where you don't pay attention to yourself. If you keep getting partners who can't commit, the mirror is showing you that you don't think you deserve real intimacy. The outer pattern's only job is to back up the inner program. You should stop trying to change the mirror from this point of view. You know that trying to change the annoying person is like trying to comb your hair by combing a picture of yourself doing it. Real change can only happen inside you, where the projection comes from. If you're ready to stop fighting the mirror and take back control as the projector, press like to make this idea stick. This action is a choice, a small choice that breaks the wave of possibilities around the truth that your inner world shapes your outer world. You don't blame the messenger. Instead, you thank them for the message and work on healing the wound they brought to light. This makes you realize something shocking. Many of your spiritual practices may have made things worse. If you meditate to get rid of your anxiety, you are actually making it stronger, which will make you feel anxious about more things. Affirmations that come from a place of need will make the vibration of lack stronger, and the mirror will show you even more lack. Your practices may have turned into just another way to fight the reflection. This brings us to one of the most misunderstood tools for manifestation. You learn to picture your dreams. Close your eyes and vividly picture the ideal life you'd like to live. Even though it makes sense, this turns out to be a powerful trap set by the quantum guardian for most people. It's not the image itself that makes things happen. It's the frequency from which the image is made. When you sit down to visualize while being upset about the way things are in your life, you are not sending out the frequency of your desire coming true. You are making the frequency of its absence much louder. Every picture of the perfect relationship is accompanied by the painful thought, "I'm so lonely right now. Look at how incomplete my life is." You scream into the quantum field, and as a perfect mirror, it responds by giving you more experiences of lack and incompleteness. When you visualize from a place of lack, you separate yourself. It puts your desire far away, making the energetic gap between where you are now and where you want to be even bigger. You can't make a new reality this way. You can only keep the old one at arm's length. The masters of the past knew this. The important thing is not to picture something you don't have, but to live in the present moment where you do. This is what a quantum jump really means. A small but important change has happened. Imagining something is a mental act. When you embody, you become the person who already lives that reality with all of your body and energy. In the quantum field, all possibilities exist at the same time, which is called superposition. In other words, you exist in an infinite number of parallel versions. This version of you is already rich. This version is already in a great relationship. And this version is already in great health. All of them are real now. You don't have to make that version from scratch to do a quantum jump. You just have to change your frequency to match that version's frequency, which moves your reality to that timeline. You stop thinking about what will happen in the future and start going to a place where you are now. In your mind, picture yourself living your dream. How would you feel and act on a normal Tuesday? Not with giddy excitement, but with a sureness that comes from being grounded. You need to tune into and stay on that frequency. When you learn how to go from wanting to being, the quantum field sees you not as a beggar, but as a main hub. You are sending out a signal that says, "I am this." The universe then starts to rearrange itself, setting up coincidences to match this new inner truth. Manifestation stops being a goal and starts being a result. Feel the power of this change from wanting to being? Say it out loud in the comments below. I embody my new reality now. Indeed, this is not just a comment. It is a quantum declaration. By collapsing the wave of potential, you are telling the universe that you are no longer waiting for a faraway future, but have instead chosen to become the frequency of it right now. Now we get to the center of everything. Language that is more powerful than any other is not made up of words or pictures. Coherent emotion is expressed through it. It is this source code that makes things happen and changes the course of time. Thoth knew this to be the state where the mind and heart are in sync. These days, modern science is proving them in labs. Something amazing happens when you feel real emotions like thanks, appreciation, or love that doesn't depend on anything else. Your heart starts to make an electromagnetic field that is strong, measurable, and well organized. This field is 1,000,000 times stronger than the one your brain makes. Quantum coherence describes a state of order and harmony in this field. Let's not think about being thankful. It's about letting the vibration of gratitude fill every cell in your body to the point where there is no more doubt. When you stay in this state of coherence, you stop sending out confusing signals of fear and desire like a weak, scattered light bulb. Your goal turns you into a laser beam. It becomes easy to see, understand, and identify your quantum signature. Feel that change from a bulb that's spread out to a laser that's focused. To make that coherence stronger, click the like button. It's important to let the action boost your energy, making the signal of your heart-brain coherence stronger and your intention even more clear and powerful to the quantum field. The universe used to respond to your mixed signals with a reality that was confusing and disorganized. Now it only gets one strong command. It has to follow this new order. This is where real magic takes place. The fight is over. You no longer look for love, money, or success. You instead work on your inner garden of coherence, and the butterflies of manifestation will come to you. You only have to become the energetic frequency of love, abundance, and wholeness, and the quantum field will bring to you the people, opportunities, and resources that match that frequency. You stop being a hunter and start drawing people to you. People will begin to call you lucky or even a wizard. They won't see the work you do inside. They won't see how disciplined you are to keep your vibrational state high. They will only see a life where everything goes well. You are no longer following the rules of cause and effect in 3D. You are working at the quantum level of energy, which is the level of cause and where everything in the world is formed. As soon as you reach this level of strength, one last enemy appears in your mind. It is sneaky, and it can destroy all your work in an instant. It's the whisper of doubt. A thought of doubt is not a good thing. It is an act of making something else. There is a strong, well-organized wave in your coherent emotion that brings information about your new reality into the quantum field. Don't believe in doubt. The two waves cancel each other out when you send them out. This leads to quantum decoherence. The universe is thrown back into a state of neutral potential, just as it was starting to fall apart into the reality you want it to be. It has been given the cancel command. When you doubt something, your own creative power turns against you. These are the last and smartest defenses the quantum guardian has. It knows that obvious fears won't work to stop you anymore, so it uses logic. It's easy for doubt to look like logic. It says, be honest. Don't hold out hope. Your past mistakes are used as evidence that you can't handle this new reality. It's your jailer dressed as a wise person. If you want to get rid of doubt, don't fight it. It gets stronger when you fight it. Mastery means being able to look at something without identifying with it. Take it for what it is, an old program that is still running. Let it happen. There is doubt. Then slowly bring your attention back to the feeling of certainty in your body. You take your energy away from it by doing this. Stop giving it food. You stay in your state of coherence, and the doubt just goes away because it doesn't have your attention. Your mind is like a time machine. It's always pulling you back to the things you wish you had done differently, or the worries you have about the future. But you don't have power in the past or the future. It is only present in the eternal present moment. Right now. The zero-point field is the name for this in quantum physics. Everything that is possible comes from the empty, soundless space. Energy becomes matter at this nexus. You need to be rooted in the present moment to keep your creative frequency stable. The thing that holds you down the most is your breath. The breath connects your body to your mind, or between what you can see and what you can't see. It is a holy act to fully and consciously pay attention to the feeling of air coming into and going out of your body. You take your mind's attention out of the jumbled mess it's in and firmly plant it in the present moment, in your body, which is your quantum transmitter. When you're taking a single conscious breath, you can't worry about the future or feel bad about the past. They break down. You can instantly get to the zero-point field by focusing on your breathing. You can press this button at any time to shut down the doubting voice and stop the guardian's alarms. By doing this over and over again, you train your mind to live in the state of presence, which gives you full power. When you change your frequency this much, the universe starts to change in a big way to match your new vibration. This usually shows up as a time of chaos in the outside world. The mystics called this the bridge of incidents. That's your dimensional shift. The frequency of fear and lack built your old reality, and it needs to be taken apart to make room for the new one. It's like remodeling a house. The old, ugly structure has to be taken down first, so the new, nice one can be built. Some relationships may end. Your old job might feel unbearable all of a sudden. It might feel like the ground is moving under your feet. It is very important to know that this chaos does not mean you are doing something wrong. It is the strongest proof that you were able to make the quantum jump. Everything in the universe is working very hard to get rid of anything that doesn't match your new frequency. Every event that seems bad is a piece of the old world falling apart. Every new synchronicity is like putting a brick in the foundation of your new reality. It's like you're walking between two worlds. Trust is important for getting across this bridge. Have faith that each piece that falls away makes room for something better. A lot of people freak out here. "I told you so! Go back!" screams the quantum guardian. "Don't pay attention. Breathe when chaos strikes. Get back to the middle. Don't forget that you are the calm in the storm." Say thank you to the parts of your old life that helped you and then let them go. Believe in the process. You move faster across the bridge into your new reality every time you choose trust over fear. If you want to cross this bridge with faith instead of fear, press like as a sign of your deep trust. This is more than just a click. It's a declaration of surrender to the divine process, a release of energy that lets the universe perfectly plan your becoming. To start this trip, you looked for a secret book that would teach you how to control reality. But the biggest surprise is that the book was always inside you. You're the book. The paper is your body. How you feel is the ink. Quantum frequency is the language you use. Your quiet, awake mind is both the writer and the reader. Getting things was never the point of the journey. Instead, it was about becoming the kind of person who naturally has those things. Changes in identity are the only changes that matter. Now life really starts. It's no longer a chain of reactions. It's a beautiful, ongoing act of conscious creation. You are the leader of your world and the captain of your ship. You make the choice every morning when you wake up. You decide what frequency you want to be. Today, I am the vibration of endless joy. Today, I am the frequency of deep peace. You decide how things will go. If you do something, the world will happen because of it. Once this message has brought out the truth about who you are, make it a part of your new life. Be sure of your ultimate power one last time by writing in the comments, "I am the conscious creator of my world." This last statement should be the signing of your new deal with the universe. It should be a record in the quantum field that you are no longer just a character in the story and have remembered that you are, and always have been, the author. Because you watched the whole video, you have already sent a strong wave of harmony into the field. Share this transmission with one other person who you think is also ready to awaken their power, to amp up this energy. When you share a video, you turn on a node in a global network of consciousness. This makes the way easier for everyone who comes after you. Also, make sure you're subscribed to fully cement your own dedication to this evolutionary path. This action strengthens your quantum connection to this channel and lets it know that you want to keep getting these important activations and upgrades. Don't go yet. Things are changing in a new way. I chose another transmission just for you to keep going on your journey. Click on the video that's showing up now. In the next moment of now, I'll see you there.